Hey y'all, I'm Brianne from Sweet Sunshine, and today we're going to make the best chocolate chip banana bread. Over the years, I have tried so many different banana bread recipes, and every time my banana bread comes out dry and it comes out bland. And I have been dying for a good recipe, and then I found it. Actually, my good friend Josie found it. About 1.5 years ago, she made me this banana bread, and it was so good. So I begged her for months for her to give me this recipe. And finally, she gave it to me, but only because she moved across the country. But ever since I got a hold of this recipe, I have been making it for all of my friends and all of my families, and it's always a hit every time. And it's not that this recipe is that much different than your typical banana bread recipe, but there are 2 key steps to it that make it the best chocolate chip banana bread. So for this recipe, you'll need the following ingredients: 3 ripened bananas, 1/3 cup of softened butter, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and 1 cup of chocolate chips. Bread pan, and now it's time to pour the batter in, and then we're going to add the secret key ingredient. So now our batter is ready to get put into the oven. We're going to bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 1 hour. But here's the thing, we're not going to set our timer for 1 hour. We're actually going to set it for 45 minutes, and here's why. The reason bread always comes out tasting dry is because we over bake it. But we think it's baked properly because our toothpick comes out clean. Wrong. We're going to bake it for 45 minutes. Then we're going to insert a toothpick and see if it comes out clean. Most likely it's not going to come out clean, which means we'll insert our bread back into the oven for an extra 5 minutes. Then take it out and put a toothpick in it again. We're going to repeat this until our toothpick comes out just slightly not clean. In other words, you'll find that the center of your bread just on the top hasn't baked thoroughly yet. We're going to take it out then, and as your bread's cooling, that spot will actually bake. And then you'll have moist bread instead of dry bread. So there you have it, the best chocolate chip banana bread. Like I said earlier, it took me months of convincing Josie to finally give me this recipe. So if any of you know Josie, don't tell her I'm sharing it with you. So if you liked this tutorial, please give us a thumbs up below, as well as subscribe to the Sweet Sunshine channel for weekly content. I'll also be providing links below to some of the tools that I used during this tutorial. I'll also be providing a link below to the Sweet Sunshine website where you can also find this recipe. So thank you so much for joining us today, and we can't wait to see you next week for more sweet treats and more kitty cats.